Republican Senate candidate for Lieutenant Governor T.W. Shannon out of Oklahoma and former Trump administration senior advisor, former Republican senator of Pennsylvania, Rick Santorum. So, Rick, I don't even know where to begin with this. So let's start with Democrat candidate Graham Platner. The allegations, they're severe, and there are many of them. Can you really think, do Democrats really think this is the way to get power back?
No, look, I think they're increasingly surprised at this pretty horrific record that he has in his life, and so the question is, what are they going to do with it? I mean, they're standing by their man right now. They're Tammy Wynetting it, but there's no. I think there's no way this guy gets to the end. I think he probably they do what they've done before. They did what they did with Joe Biden. Yeah. He probably wins the primary. Although I think it's Janet Mills, who's the governor. She's still on the ballot. So I mean, a lot of things can happen. The winds could change pretty quickly here as these things mount up. But I think either way, my guess is he's not on the November ballot.
TW, what does it say right now about the Democratic Party that they are willing to possibly send a Nazi, a racist, a homophobe? I mean, the list goes on and on to the United States Senate.
You know, Charlotte, I'm very careful about who I accuse of being a Nazi, but usually the guy who tattoos it on his chest, I'm going to believe it. I'm going to just take him at his word for it. But, you know, and the sad part about this flawed candidate of the Democrats, that's not the worst thing. I'm old enough to remember when the Democrat mantra was believe every woman. But it needs to be amended, because apparently it's only believe every woman if they're accusing a Republican, because they seem to completely looking over what this guy's history and past is. This is a terribly, fatally flawed candidate that the Democrats have embraced. But again, this just speaks to a party that is in complete free fall. Because the honest truth is, he may be the best they have. This guy may be somebody that they're trying to run for president in a couple of years, because they just don't have a bench. But but the problem here is, when you've made your party platform, I hate Donald Trump. I have nothing else that I want to do about the country, nothing else I want to do about my state other than I want to hate Donald Trump. This is exactly what you get.
Yeah, good point.
So, Rick, I don't know what you're hearing. I'm hearing from some of my friends in D.C. that this isn't even the worst of it yet. They're holding on to the worst of the allegations until after the primary, so this guy's definitely going to get nominated. What are you hearing? Anything like that?
Well, you certainly hear that there's more out there. But again, it just sort of comes back to I always worry about that, because the more you pile on, particularly if you do it right after the primary, it gives them a window to get rid of this guy. And now the question is whether he'll step aside. I don't know what the rules are in Maine as far as removing people, but I guarantee you there's going to be a huge effort to try to get this guy off the ballot if the Chinese water treacher drip of stuff coming out continues.
Senator, you're not implying that the Democrat Party would actually put up a person that Democrats never voted for. You're not saying they would do that, are you?
They've never done that before. But I'm absolutely they will.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.